Hi, I'm Lemmy from lotr. Welcome back to the channel. I'm very excited to show you the Baron's War just in general. As you can see, I painted up some sergeants already. I'm just gonna show you these while I ramble a little bit. So guess I'm a liar, first of all, because I said this. Don't be surprised if the next video is something like how to paint an armored hoplite. And I said that because, well, mainly because I truly thought that was gonna be the next video, because these guys were still on their way and they took forever to get here, but now they're here. Fuck me, I love these. These are some amazing minis. I'm very excited as well to start the Baron's War game. I'm gonna start from the beginning. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I found out there is a thing called the Baron's War, as in I knew about the Baron's War, the historical shizzle. But I realized there are minis from it. And yeah, me being very excited, let's say, about the Middle Ages, because I grew up in Bruges, a medieval city, and I just love, well, 1100, 1200, 1300. Around that period of time, I think a lot of fascinating stuff happened, including the Baron's War. And I just had to get these. I still have my War of the Roses minis, like this one. But I don't know, I didn't really like painting them. It's a lot of the same, and you can't really personalize every mini, if you know what I mean. So I thought, why not try these guys? And I bought the Sergeants, as you can see here. I also bought... yeah, I'm gonna show these two. I also bought the Knights and Villagers. I forgot the name, but they're all for Wargames Atlantic. The Knights look fucking amazing. The Villagers, a fucking blast to put together. So I thought I'm gonna start the Baron's War army. I didn't even think it just became a fact, straight up fact. So I decided, let me put these away, that I first of all wanted to buy the Wargames Atlantic Villagers. They're fantasy villagers, but damn, there are many other YouTubers who do sprue reviews. I highly recommend looking it up. I don't know any of the channels off the top of my head. But these sprues, oh, you can make so much with them. I only painted two. But yeah, I'm gonna paint way more of them. Are they period accurate? Nope. Are they fucking fun to paint? Fuck yes, they're amazing. They're a blast to paint, to put together, everything. So yeah, I first of all just knew the second I saw these, I'm gonna buy these, I'm gonna have fun with these. So that's what I did. So there will be an upcoming video about the villagers I'm using and still putting together, because I really like thinking about each villager. Then I thought, of course, I'm gonna need some knights. So I just bought a whole box of knights, mainly because the starter box is not available at the moment because it's so popular. I just bought boxes of one box of each, so I bought the knights. Fuck, you can make so much fun stuff with these sprues, especially the knights. And oh fuck, that one was still wet. I just painted him just before recording. And the sergeants, I bought as well a whole box of them. And after buying these, I realized one thing. I do not even know the fucking rules. So I started to watch some... So I already bought these. Then I started watching some YouTube videos about the Baron's War, how it's played. and I started to fucking fall in love with how it's played. Everything. It looks like a more fun and loose version of MESBG while still being more specific. Once again, lots of YouTube channels you can see, you can look up, and they'll explain it way better than me. I'm just getting started. I want to show my journey with the Barons War, as well as all my other armies, one of which you still haven't seen yet, but that's gonna be a future Lemmy problem. So I bought these 3, realized I didn't know the rules. I got to learn the rules a little bit, and then I heard something while watching one of those videos, that you can make your own Baron, like your own army leader. You can name him however the fuck you want, give him stats and points to match and everything. So I had to be a YouTuber and just decided to make my own Barons War army with, well, Lemmy Mini Lotr as the Baron of the force. So I humbly decided to make myself a Baron, and one day buy the rulebook and actually play it, but all I know for sure is I'm gonna be a Baron in this army. And then I had to decide the color scheme, and blue and yellow, you can never go wrong with blue and yellow. I love this color combination. I mean, look at that knight. He looks beautiful, fierce, amazing. Love it. So I had a color scheme. I knew I was gonna make myself a leader. I'm gonna buy the rulebook in the future to make some videos about battle reports and all that stuff. I had bought the minis. So what's next? I started fucking painting them once they arrived. And technically, before I started painting them, I also ordered some stuff from Foot Miniatures, I believe they're called. Foot is right, I think. And I bought some terrain from them and some more stuff, and also bought a named Baron from the actual Barons War who existed, and I'm just gonna paint him in my colors and make him myself as a miniature. If that explanation makes sense. So that's also gonna be one of the future Barons War videos. But today I'm gonna focus not on the villagers yet, not on the knights yet, but on the sergeants. Mainly because they're the only box I fully assembled so far. Also, quick note, with the knights, I'm not gonna fully assemble everything yet, because I also Victrix just dropped this, bought the Victrix Medieval Knights kit. That's just been released as a pre-order. I ordered it the second I saw it was available. It's gonna come in the mail one of these weeks, somewhere in the future, and I want to see if you can kit batches prove these knights with the Victrix knights, if they look okay. That's also gonna be a future video. I'm very excited for that, because the Victrix ones, like everything from Victrix, fucking look amazing. So keep an eye open for that. But today we're gonna paint some sergeants. It's gonna be really the backbone of my army, of any Barons War army. Oh, that and the peasant levy, but that I ordered from Foot Serjeants. And I ordered that about a week or two ago, but because the buildings are MTO, made to order, I don't think I will get it before the end of next month. Which isn't really a problem for me, because I still have a lot of minis to paint. But today we're gonna paint this guy. I primed him black. Let me put his fellow sergeants in the back. I primed him black. I cannot speak today, fuck. And as you can see, it's a beautifully detailed mini. I absolutely love these helmets, and just everything about him, it's amazing. So today I'm gonna start painting him and take you along with me and show you how I came up with my own color scheme. Maybe it will help you with a color scheme of your own if you're painting yourself as a baron like I am, or you're gonna try to recreate an actual army that existed from a baron that actually existed, or a lord or anything. Hopefully this might help you. And to begin with, I'm just gonna do the standard things like the flesh for his face and hands. Baneblade brown, I'm gonna do his pants and the cloth that's sticking out on his arms. And Baneblade brown. Iron warriors for the chainmail, because I want my sergeants to have darker chainmail than my knights. I actually used lead belcher for my knights, and that's a subtle way to make them look a little bit different. The knights are a little fancier, they take a little bit more care of their equipment. And then Ariman blue, I believe is how you pronounce it. I always want to pronounce the H in that, but I think it's silent actually. And that's gonna be his tunic, or whatever it is called, his surcoat on the mini. And I use a lighter blue for my sergeants than my knights, just to also make it look a little bit different. Like, it's close but not the same. And a sergeant is like a knight but totally not a knight. So I hope I got my thoughts across like that. So I'm gonna start painting these colors right about now. And I'll see you when it's done actually, because once that's all painted, the fun really starts. Well, the fun and all the browns. I'm not gonna speak about all the browns. The browns are just at random. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna start painting him. It looks fucking beautiful. Beautiful minis, beautiful amount of detail. Not too much, not too little. Yeah, I'm just gonna start painting. I've been rambling long enough, and the air conditioning I had to put. The air conditioning unit is I turned it off before recording, and I can feel the room heating up like crazy at the moment. Because once again, when I record, there has to be a heat wave.
Die Eisenfaust am Lanzenschaft, die Zügel in der Linken, so sprengt des Reiches Ritterschaft und ihre Schwerter blinken. Heya, 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 und ihre Schwerter blinken. Heya, 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 heya.
And as you can see, just those 4 colors really fucking carried this mini already a lot. Like, he almost looks done. Almost. So the next thing I'm gonna do is apply some random browns. I truly don't think about what brown is gonna go where, like a darker brown here or a lighter brown there. No. Just random browns, because in the end it makes it look a little bit more natural when you have a couple of these guys running around, but with different colored shoes and belts. It's gonna look a little bit more natural. Ooh. The yellow sergeant is dry and looks amazing. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Beautiful. I'm just stroking my own cock here, saying the things I paint are beautiful, but because they are. I mean, you're watching this. But besides those random browns, I'm gonna use Balthazar Gold. Mainly just for the cross guard on his... Let me just refocus here low. Mainly for the cross guard on his sword, the pommel, and any raised bits on his scabbard. His scabbard is gonna be a random brown, maybe even a black, if I'm feeling fancy. Then Karak Stone. I'm gonna do this for the back of the shield, because Sonic Sledgehammer Studios, I believe he is called, has painted the Baron Wars minis as well, and he said that he found that back of the medieval shields sometimes were covered with parchment, and I just think that's quite cool, and I do not know if that's actually historically accurate, but I think Karak Stone will do for a parchment color for the back. And then of course for the yellow, gonna use Everland Sunset for the yellows, but I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm just gonna do that right at the end. Once everything is painted, I'll decide if I'm gonna have his shield this way, or maybe do something fancy like I did with the first guy I painted, like a yellow band across it. But since these are sergeants, I'm just probably gonna have it one way or the other, and for the knights I'm gonna try quartering. I've never painted quartering on any of the minis I've painted, so that will be a fun challenge. But right now I'm gonna paint like 3 or 4 different browns on this bad boy, Balthazar Gold and Karak Stone, and then you're gonna see this mini is almost done. Like, they're easy to paint. You don't need a lot of different paints. With a couple of colors you can do a lot already. So why just keep saying that if I can just prove it to you guys? Let's see the footage.
Var 12 vetra gamal hann steig og herskipbók fór í hernað fyrsta sinn. Ólafur sinn lítur landan margra í viking, bardaga og þú hinna og kristna vola við. Kom hann til þú í vallan og blessi síra, var þess upp að ferra hans til heiladum seg vís. Þó skilna vatnið sló hann brúðis hann heilagsanda og konar til að leiða sinna hýfin.
Ta-da! He is looking pretty much done actually. So at this point I'm just gonna have his shield, and I painted his shield blue, even though I'm gonna put yellow on top of it, because I think it's easier to just have it and just paint like this. Maybe if I actually tell the camera to focus on the shield, just like that, then quick light brush strokes over the shield, just so it doesn't, well, pull on one specific spot and you don't realize it, and oh shit, it's pulled, and you try to pull it away but it's dried, and that's how you get messed up looking shields. Trust me, I speak from experience. So yeah, at this point that's the only thing left to do. This, and of course Null Oil and the Reichland Flash Shade. Null Oil goes on everything except the face and hands, because that's why we use a Reichland Flash Shade. But before we do anything else, let's shake the spot and start painting the shield, the halving of the shield. You know what, fuck it, let's do it live. I just go like this, making sure it's focus. Roughly take where the half of the shield is. slowly go like this, and I try to not actually have it yet and just slowly build up to the halving part, to where I want it to end on around here. Oh, that's a lot of paint. So if you look closely at my shields, the line might not be actually fully straight. But from playing distance away, that doesn't really matter. Just like this. Might go over this side with blue again, just to tidy it up. This is what I was talking about with the quick strokes. Gonna have a horrible first layer coverage wise, but in the end it's gonna look way neater if you do it like this, to try and avoid puddles of paint forming. Just gonna try and make it a little more straight. Just with small movements. Say as I start doing bigger movements. Do as I say, not as I do sometimes. You know what? I think that might be almost straight enough. Sometimes it's also a matter of knowing when to stop. Like if it's straight enough, it's straight enough, you know? Because I can spend like an hour trying to make it like perfectly straight. But that's an hour I wasn't painting another mini, you know? So just like that. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple of more layers. And off my voice. Gonna do a couple of more layers of this yellow, trying to be very careful all around where the halving actually happens. And once I've done that, I'm gonna do the shade paints. Then we come back and you'll see the finished result. And if you're following along at home with your own two main colors, because it's very easy to do, you can use, I don't know, pink and green or whatever you want to use. Like, or darker blue and white, lighter blue and white maybe. Could look cool. But I like this color combination, even though it doesn't look very tidy at the moment. I'm gonna finish this. See you in a second. Ta-da! This is after all the shade paints and everything. I also already did the muddy ground texture on the bases. It's AK Trains muddy ground. Just right out of the box. But they look fucking good if you ask me. I truly think this is an easy way to make your army very personalized. You can see here at the top there is that red part. Doesn't really go, it's just a random color, let's put it like that. And just like that you can build yourself a sergeant army, or just the Baronswar army rather quick with the sergeants, the knights, some civilians, for reasons that will be explained in a later video, mainly because they look cool. Just like that, you can have a very themed army with not a lot of effort. And I fucking love it. I think next video will be either knights or the villagers. I'm really looking forward to painting more of both of them. I already have a lot of knights at the ready. Also a lot of different villagers. And even though this is a video about the sergeants, just quickly want to show you some of the villagers I've made while this texture paste is drying. Because, whoops, if you look, you can make a witch, a scruffy miner guy. The sky is the limit. I made the butcher was more like 1800s looking than medieval actually, but I won't tell if you won't. Washerwoman. I don't know, does she come through? Yeah. Looks good. I mean, a guy delivering a scroll. There are endless options with that kid. So I could make endless videos just about the villagers. But I'm not gonna do that. Just gonna show you some fun ones, some painting inspiration. But for today I'm just happy to have painted another sergeant. And I hope my Baronswar army is gonna quickly be done, because I'm really looking forward to learning the rules. Just need to buy the rules. But I'm waiting actually to buy the starter set, because you get a lot in the starter set, also some terrain. And terrain is always welcome in this hobby. Oh, my camera is warning me it's gonna shut itself off because the battery is low. So I hope to see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, all of that jazz. Let me know if you like the Baronswar or not. If you don't, sucks to suck, huh? See ya.